Hey guys, it's me, 8144. Today, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about five things that we learned about Bayern to Barcelona now. So let's start with the first thing that we learned today. It was that number one is that Barcelona is still not good enough to. Barca's still not Champions League contenders. I know there were a lot of talks about this, at the end of the transfer window of all the signs we made, and some people were putting that down that Barcelona are one of the favorites to win the Champions League. And I think this is a game that it really just shows that Barcelona still has long ways to go. Now, I still think Barcelona could do well, in the sense I still think Barcelona can achieve glory, but not in the Champions League. I think it's a bit too early to say, especially with Xavi in particular. My expectation is really around a 16. That's really the minimum expectation I have for Barcelona in the Champions League. And as I said, guys, we're just not good enough. We're just not really good enough, guys. And yeah, okay. Number two is you have to take your chances. I said this before, guys. I even said in the live stream that if we don't score in the first half, we're likely going to lose the game. Just because Bayern is this team that you just give them one or two chances, they're going to score. With Barcelona, it seems like you need like 10 chances to score. And that's the problem for today because, especially in that first half, the amount of chances we've created was amazing. Like Lewandowski with his chance in particular, Pedri, and then Dembele as well. It was just ridiculous amount of chances we wasted. And as I said, guys, that was very, very alarming to say the amount of chances we missed. Number three is that um, we keep capitulating in the second half. The second half has always been the shaky part for us. Generally, one of those humiliations that have occurred in the past, I'm not saying this is a humiliation, but I'm just saying is that whenever those humiliations occur, it's usually the second half that's actually the worser than the first half. Look at the game against Liverpool, for instance, at Anfield. That game ended 4-0. Three goals were scored in the second half. First goal was scored in the first half. Look at the Roma game, for instance. Two goals were scored in the second half, and one goal was scored in the first half. You see where I'm coming at, right? We've always seemed to struggle against second half on the road, especially in the Champions League in particular. And I find that to be very, very interesting that we still have yet again done the same thing. Because to be honest with you guys, at halftime, I was happy it was 0-0. I mean, obviously I wasn't too happy, but because we should have scored. But you can see how that, as I said, guys, that once again, guys, the second half performances on the road in the Champions League have just been underwhelming. You know, Another key takeaway from this game, fourth takeaway, is that um, certain players underperformed today. I'd say Lewandowski was very disappointing today. We have to ask questions about him. I'm not saying that we should be totally critical of him. Obviously, he had a good start to the season, but if he's not going to really deliver for us in the Champions League big games, I don't really see us going very far in this competition. Because for me, as good as Dembele just isn't that guy. He just isn't the guy to score goals for you. Rafinha was also very disappointing today. Alphonso Davis locked him up. Alphonso Davis had a fantastic game for Bayern Munich. I thought it was excellent today. Also, Lucas Hernandez I thought was really good today. Upamecano I thought was really good. Neuer was good today. Even Mazraoui I thought was really good. And I just think that for Barcelona in particular, certain individuals have to improve upon this. Lewandowski in particular, Rafinha, I would also say it needs to improve. I would say, in addition as well as Gavi, I think Gavi should. Gavi, I think had a decent game in Pedri as well. Busquets, but those two particular players in particular, Pedri, Lewandowski, and Rafinha, and even Christensen as well, because Christensen was kind of at fault for that second goal because of his poor marking on Leroy Sané. And then finally, my final takeaway is that Bayern is Bayern. Bayern is the type of team that has the elite mentality, something that we don't really have at our club. And Bayern just knows how to win. They know how to win even when it's not pretty. And I know people are coming into this game saying that, oh, Bayern didn't really have good form. Look at the games. They have drawn 3 games in a row in the Bundesliga and everything like that. Let me make things clear. Let me just say this right now, guys. Bayern don't have to be 100% geared to win the Bundesliga. They can be 75% geared, and they'll still win it, you know, because of the fact that other teams of Leipzig and Dortmund are just not consistent enough. And in the Champions League, it's obviously a bigger caliber. Obviously, it's a bigger caliber, and the Champions League in particular, you have to give it more. More effort needs to be given in. And so, as I said, guys, this is why Bayern have the mentality. This is why they're one of the best teams in Europe, and this is why they're one of the Champions League favorites, and we are simply not because we still don't have the mentality just yet. Some of the players I wanted to quickly touch upon for Bayern Munich, I felt played really well. I thought Neuer was also really good today. Davis, I thought was great. Upamecano, I thought was excellent. As well as I feel like Mazraoui was also good today, as well. I would say Goretzka also came on and did a good job in the second half. I think he's actually the reason why the Bayern were able to win this game because he brings that stability in the midfield, brings intensity. I would say also Musiala had a good game. Muller was disappointing in my opinion. I didn't think he was that good. Obviously Gnabry didn't really do much. Sane obviously was good with that goal. And then for Barca, I'm just gonna quickly run down the players. Ter Stegen I thought was decent. I think he could have done better for the first goal, but for the most part, decent game. Alonso actually played pretty well. I was actually happy with Alonso for the most part. Then center backs, I'd say Christensen was a bit underwhelming. Araujo was pretty good. At the right back, I'd say Kunde was good. Busquets I thought was good. Gavi I thought was good. Pedri I thought was good. And then Dembele I thought was okay. He wasn't necessarily bad, but okay. And Lewandowski and Rafinha I thought they were underwhelming. So those are my quick thoughts on the match. I want you guys to comment down below your thoughts on the match as well. Remember, guys, to hit the subscribe button if you're not or like this video if you did enjoy. Make sure you guys comment down your thoughts and comment below if there's anything I missed. Please remember to check out my podcast list description below. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.